Both Alex Jones and his business Infowars have declared bankruptcy, seemingly as a tactic to avoid paying the more than $1 billion in legal fees that he was ordered to pay to the Sandy Hook families right here in Connecticut. But yesterday, a judge ruled that Jones has to pay the money to no matter what, regardless of his bankruptcy status. Now, you're probably familiar with Alex Jones's disgusting comments and the trash that he said he spewed about the mass shooting in Connecticut. But in case you weren't, here are some clips from his show. Watch.
Sandy Hook, it's got inside job written all over it. Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake, with actors, in my view, manufactured. I couldn't believe it at first. People just instinctively know that there's a lot of fraud going on. But it took me about a year with Sandy Hook to come to grips with the fact that the whole thing was fake. I mean, even I couldn't believe it. I knew they jumped on it, used the crisis, hyped it up, but then I did deep research, and my gosh, it just pretty much didn't happen. I mean, I've interviewed the cops and the people that saw the feds plant the bombs in Oklahoma City. You saw them stage Fast and Furious. Folks, they staged Aurora. They staged Sandy Hook. The evidence is just overwhelming. The Newtown kids, they take them, put them in our face, tell us their names, who they were.
Some of us think $1 billion was not enough to order him to pay to the Sandy Hook families. But in any case, earlier this year, the Sandy Hook families asked that Judge Lopez, who presided over the trials and the defamation and libel, ordered Jones to pay them the full damage awards with no possibility of a trial or a forced settlement over a lesser amount, in legal terms, to make Jones's debts to the families non-dischargeable through bankruptcy. Again, Elizabeth Williams of the New York Times. Judge Lopez ruled in the family's favor for about $1.1 billion in damages awarded to the relatives of 9 victims who sued Jones in Connecticut, but he excluded $323 million in attorney's fees and costs awarded in the Connecticut lawsuit, ruling that the trial record did not clearly establish that these damages stem from willful and malicious actions. Alex Jones argues that he doesn't have that much money, probably doesn't have that much money, $1 billion on hand, but it's pretty obvious that he does have more cash on hand than he has been letting on. Here's the AP. As Alex Jones continues telling his Infowars audience about his money problems and pleads for them to buy his products, his own documents show life is not all that bad. His net worth is around $14 million. His personal spending topped $93,000 in July alone, including thousands of dollars on meals and entertainment. Jones spent $7,900 on housekeeping and dished out more than $6,300 for meals and entertainment, not including groceries, which totaled $3,400 or roughly $850 per week. That's a large amount of money to spend on housekeeping. But here's some of Jones's assets. Perhaps he's got a lot to clean. A home worth $2.5 million, a $2.2 million ranch, a $1.8 million lake house, a $500,000 rental property, 4 vehicles, and 2 boats worth more than $330,000 in total. And according to the New York Times, Infowars has an estimated annual revenue of $70 million. $70 million a year. So if I'm doing the math, Cenk, 10 years of all the Infowars revenue would get Jones maybe 2/3 of the way there towards paying the Sandy Hook families.
Yeah, guys, keep in mind that Alex Jones is pretending to be broke, spending $93,000 a month post-taxes. And whose house is that glorious that you have to spend $7,900 cleaning it every month? Come on, he's obviously trying to do money laundering. I love that the court said, no, we're not gonna deal with your BS. So my professional analysis of this story is, yes! Okay, go get him, go get justice for those families.
If you enjoyed this video, that's because of our members. They make us independent, they make us strong, and they make us honest. Become a member today by hitting the join button below.